Well, Adam, remember back after the Newtown shooting, that long, week-long silence from the NRA, and then when we finally did hear from the group, CEO Wayne LaPierre calling for armed guards in every school. Well, today, its task force released its findings on that issue. So, former Republican Congressman Asa Hutchinson, he's a paid consultant to the NRA. He's in charge of this effort. It's called School Shield. The NRA spending $1 million on this. The report was 225 pages. It makes several recommendations for both local school districts as well as Congress. And some of those recommendations, Adam, include allowing armed teachers and more school resource officers. They'd be trained by the NRA. It recommends securing schools with just one entry point, better cameras, stronger gates. The federal government would dole out some of the money to help districts with the changes. And Hutchinson called gun control measures that we've been hearing about in Connecticut, that Connecticut's considering, totally inadequate. He also shrugged off questions about strengthening federal background checks. Take a listen.
I have not focused on the separate debate in Congress about, firearms and how dealt with. Our focus has been on the school safety side, and that's our mandate, that's our right approach. And I hope that when they're seeking common ground, this will be the common ground.
And Adam, some federal funding for schools to improve their safety programs is actually part of the package that the Senate's considering, and it does have bipartisan support. Adam?
Well, Megan, the Senate, before they went on recess, was making a very strong push towards gun legislation. Where does that stand?
Oh, well, as you mentioned in the beginning there, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid saying, yep, this is going to be at the top of the agenda. But I've got to tell you, it is going to have a tougher and tougher time from the things that we've been hearing. Now, the proposal that we're talking about that they're considering focuses on universal background checks and gun trafficking. And right now, it's really unclear it can pass. You've got 5 senators that are threatening to filibuster. Senators Ted Cruz, Rand Paul, Mike Lee, Marco Rubio, James Inhofe, and then Senator Lindsey Graham. Not saying he's going to filibuster, but he's been echoing the NRA argument that current background check laws that we have on the books right now aren't being enforced. And Adam, this was really one of the measures that a lot of people thought this would be an area where there could be bipartisan agreement. Keep in mind, Reid already removed the semi-automatic weapon ban, the ban on high-capacity magazines, took those out of the bill to try to make it more palatable. But right now, it looks like it's going to have a tough time.
All right, so that's the NRA and the Senate. What about the White House, Megan?
Well, the president is certainly continuing his push. He's actually going to be talking about this issue in Denver tomorrow. By the way, that state did close loopholes on background checks on the state level. Also, Connecticut is expected to pass some stricter gun control measures. That includes a ban on assault weapons as well as background checks. Not a ban on background checks, but universal background checks. And the president is actually going to be heading there as well, to Connecticut, to the home of the Newtown shooting. He'll be there on Monday, so we will be hearing him on this issue quite a bit over the next week. Adam?
All right, Megan Hughes in Washington, thank you as always.